I'll record it now, or no, better not.
I don't want to move from level 3. I'm quite fine. I'm enjoying just staying home and not worrying about the world that, you know, all the stuff that's happening out there. It's horrible.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you just got to lift your, you know, you just got to do the mindset thing and just lift yourself up above it.
Yeah, I mean, we are the luckiest country in the world, all right?
Yes, it looks like it.
Yeah.
These ones are Ngai Tureti.
Yeah. And I didn't even know who was
There
coming
goes
on.
Uncle Wizard.
Oh,
Kia ora.
Pera. Kia ora.
Was there anyone else, or was this us?
Kia ora. Kia ora, te wera. No, I think there's a few more.
The laptop's going flat.
Oh god, this is nerve-wracking. That's when I record all my stuff.
Relax, it's only us. It's only us.
This is so cool. Always wanted to be a teacher for adults, not for kids. I can't stand kids. That's why Linda took the path she did. It's not that I don't like kids. It's just I can't.
Teaching.
I can't handle them. No.
Yeah, the teaching side, yeah.
You got to have patience of a saint with children.
Yeah.
Or massive as naughty corner. Or big naughty corner.
Auntie Bobby's house is the naughty corner for all the kids here. Oh, I could have stayed in the bloody kitchen.
Oh.
My father-in-law decided to leave. I asked him to come and join in. He reckons no. So he thinks he's more here. Auntie, who was I waiting for? Oh my cars! Craig, oh,
there we go.
Ah, Raymond. Kia ora, Raymond.
Sure, guys.
Kia ora, Tai Tai.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Fuck, it's freezing.
Oh, you look nice and sunny in your corner, Raymond.
Oh yeah, the sun's in my eyes though.
Yeah.
It's freezing.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Where's Iris?
Oh, she's at her house.
Oh, Footies live together.
Nah, we used to, but then I moved back to Uncle Craig's house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
Is this us?
Now you should have a couple more coming through.
Well, they're 4 minutes late. Might have to put on a little bit of a...
Put them in the waiting room.
Oh, yeah, you have the ability to, when they come in, put them in the waiting room in the corner.
Oh, true. Back up. Oh, shit. I got a host. Well,
Kaya kuya hindi mata, Bobby.
kapai. I want dinner, Tato.
Come sit over here. My name is.
Okay, uploading. So can you all see?
Yes.
Yes. Kapai. Ka tira, hei timata ngāke, ka timata ki runga I tete I karakia, ko e tau nei, nā koro te huirangi wai kere puru tēnei karakia I tito. Pērā ki ngā hui katoa, ka timata ki runga I tētahi karakia. He karakia tēnei e wakahua, e wakamanawa kia taua I te wairua ki runga I a tātou, ngā uri katoa. Ko e tāunei, so I'll put the words up for us to learn. This will be a part of our tutorials every Tuesday week or however long we go for. And yes, so ko e tāunei ki runga I a tātou katoa, te wairua o ngā mātua tūpuna, nā rātou I wakatakoto te ara, ai I koe ngā mātātou ngā uri, I wakatōkia o tātou ngā kau ki ngā tikanga, ai ara takina I a tātou, kia ngā kau nui ki te āpai I a tātou mai katoa, I roto I te pono, te tika me te māramatanga, me te aro āno o tētei ki tētei. Ko I ara I rongo wakairi I ake ki runga, kia tīna, uie, tāiki e. Ka pai. So this karakia, like I said, this karakia is about guidance pretty much. Koro Huirangi wrote it for his uri, of course, like any other kaitito, waiata kaitito karakia. He was one of our prominent leaders here in Taranaki and Putanoa ki te ao. He was the very person, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing the job that I'm doing today.
Wow.
Which is broadcasting. So he was the forefront who led one of the biggest take in New Zealand, which was Pāpau o Te Reo Maori. So Māori television, Ngā Reo Irirangi Māori, Te Māngai Pāho, he had a lot to do with the establishment of all these entities and these organisations. So yes, he passed away within while we were in lockdown because he chose the best time to pass away. So he was pretty much known around the world, around New Zealand, anō hoki mo tōna reo. Nā reira, mi kawa atu ki aia, kua nunumi atu ki tai pōnui, tai pōroa. He oi kauki atu ki tātou te hunga ora. Ki te ao marama, tēnā koutou katoa. So thank you all for coming. Oh my God, this is so exciting. So before I go further, I like to mention that I'm not a professional. Thought I'd mention it while it's recording. I'm not a professional tutor or teacher of Te Reo Maori. And of course, like any other teacher, I am also on your waka. So a kiwaha you may know or may not know is he waka eke noa. He waka eke noa in Te Reo Pākehā is we are all in this together. So that's a kiwaha, an important one at there. Everyone uses it around New Zealand. So everyone should be using this, he waka eke noa, especially in this time of mate uruta COVID-19. And another one, of course, for everyone, we're not perfectionists, ka pai. So there is neither right nor wrong. We are just learning together. So another kiwaha is iti nei, iti nei. So iti nei means one step at a time. Another kiwaha that we should put in our hearts, store it in our hearts, in our little vault of kupu or kiwaha. So yes, the reason why this karakia has been chosen is because this karakia helps everyone, no matter what journey they're on, whether it is Māori or Te Ara Māori, wakakiki ki te mātauranga, to fill your baskets of knowledge, whether you're sick, whether you are mourning, it doesn't matter. This is a karakia of guidance for our uri, or for Koro Huirangi's uri, but all of us. And yes, so what we're going to do is we will be doing verse by verse, dissecting this karakia every week. But this will be the homework, and I'll mention more when we get to the end. Ka pai?
Ka pai.
Any questions?
No questions.
I've got a question. Are you able to send that karakia to me, or do I have to write it down? Sorry.
Oh, well, you were supposed to write it down. No. But we can send it through. I'll send it through because it's a photo. So.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Oh, I can
So-
screenshot it. Do. Hang on, I'll screenshot it.
Yeah, I just screenshotted mine.
Oh, do.
They say the handwriting is the learning. The
Yeah.
handwritten.
Yeah, I'm still writing it
Yeah,
down.
I hate typing.
I'm just saying.
Kapai, any more questions before we move on? Ooh, I like the silence. Kapai. Right, I don't want to spend too much time on this. The reason why it's up here is so that we have a little bit of a whakamarama on our pronunciation. So you can see A, E, I, O, U. Now the reason why I've got these up is to help us pronounce Celtica, so pronounce correctly. And you know, it doesn't take, you don't have to be a professional in it. Like, it doesn't take one day for you to be able to learn the vowels and the consonants. So all these letters here are the actual letters that make up the millions and millions and billions of kupu Māori. Just these few. So what I want everyone to start learning is how to articulate the A, E, I, O, U, so that when we do articulate, it comes out clear. Otherwise, you're going to hear A, E, or U. And if you've already noticed, the E and the E sound similar, and the O and the U sound similar. The E, the E, which is E, I, O, U. So we all know our alphabet. So the hardest thing is to pronunciate when it's got the same, like when it's got E and E together. For example, we've got H, we've got ki. So we've got heki. Can you hear the difference between heke and heki? It's because I'm articulating the E and the E to make it different.
Yeah.
So when the pronunciation comes into play, we need to make sure that our vowels are on point, because if you're going to say a word and your pronunciation is off key or off point, you're going to come up with a different kupu altogether. For example, heki is, what's heki in Pākehā?
Egg.
Egg. So heki is egg. We all know this. Heke, what's heke?
Jack. Oh, no, that's Haki.
So heke is ascend, or come down from, or get off.
Oh,
So if you're, you know, your kids going or playing on the roof, e heke mai te tuanui. So that's heke and heke. So if I was supposed to say heke and I say heke, obviously you've gone off track and you've mentioned a new kupu. So that's just an example. I just wanted to state that very clear so that we all know. So the do you know the ahaka mana? I didn't want to go through this because this is what I go through for kohanga reo tamariki ma. But in order for us to learn, it's best to go through it. Ahaka mana para ta wanga wha. E heke mene pere te wenge whe. I hiki mini piri te wingi whi. O hoko mono poro tō wongo who. Uhuku munu puru tu wungu fu. And if you do that, like every day, like you can do it once a day or once whenever you want to, as long as you get the A, E, I, O, U correct, then you shouldn't go wrong. So I'm going to give you a little activity. Can you give me an example of kupu that you would like to pronounce but you mispronounce? If you get what I mean. For example, I did the heke and heki.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Mm,
And it's always the e and the o'u. So it's a bit hard when they're put together, like te nei or ta tau. So we've got to make sure articulation is key for pronunciation. Otherwise, we're going to hear tato or koto sounding like an A instead of a O.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh, koutou.
Another one I seen was pire and pere. Pere meaning bill and pere meaning bell. So obviously there's only one letter difference, but they're different in names.
Yeah.
Pere. Kapai, any questions?
Oh,
But this is for use to take away and just practice whenever you can. And just to remember all of these words here, or these letters, create the millions of kupu in Te Reo Maori. Ka pai. We're moving on.
It's not, like English is like 26 letters. This is like not doesn't even make up that amount of letters, but there's millions of kupu in just our alphabet, right? How cool, for me.
Kei te pai, are we good?
Kia ora.
Right.
Ka pai. So, ta-da. So the reason why, as you can see, you got ko wai koe, who are you? Ngā rere kētanga, the differences. Ka pai. So the reason why, like some say the is te, and that's true. But once a topic has been put as a plural, for example, differences, you have to put ngā before the words. So rere kētanga is difference, different, and differences will become ngā rere kētanga. But you can always put the differences. Ka pai. So the reason why I started at ko wai koe was that's a simple introduction to people. This is what we introduce ourselves, or this is what we do when we introduce ourselves to people on a daily basis. But there's mistakes that come up, and that's of course using the object for the subject. So as you can see, I've got subject in green and object in red. So for subject, I've got ko wai tō ingoa, and object he aha tō ingoa. These are the mistakes that are done on the daily. Some may not do it in this forum here, in this tutorial, but many do. And I'm one to just sit back and go, maybe he'll correct themselves. But I'm not one to tell you you're wrong. Anyway, it's a learning curve. So we're gonna start with ko wai tō ingoa, subject. Can anyone tell me why it's a subject?
There's a noun in it.
Talking about right at the moment. I like a topic, is it?
Yeah. So for now, for this example, the people are subjects, in opposed to objects. So when you see subject, I'm meaning people. So the correct term to use when asking for a name from a person is ko wai tō ingoa. Ka pai? Or ko wai koe is another one. But believe it or not, there's three structures that there's only three structures to asking for their name. Ko wai tō ingoa, ko wai koe, and ko wai te ingoa o tō da-da-da-da-da, whether it be your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your baby. Ka pai? So that's basically it. This is the correct term to use when you're introducing yourself or when you ask somebody else, a person, ko wai tō ingoa. The reason why it is ko wai because ko wai gives you a bit of significance to that person. Ko and wai is asking, is telling them, I'm interested in what your name is. So specifically being, I want to know your name. So ko wai tō ingoa. Ko wai koe. And that's it. Now the whakautu is fairly simple. If you don't know the groups, tōku, tāku, tō, ia, koe, rātau, tōna, then that will be another tutorial again. But the simple whakautu will be ko Bobby li tōku ingoa. That will be the answer in which you will answer this pātai ko wai tō ingoa, ko Bobby li tōku ingoa. And that's from person to person. And that's the whakautu. Straight up, that is the answer. I haven't heard anyone else say otherwise unless they go full ball whakapapa. Any questions? Simple. This is the simple. Subject is simple. So we all know in our minds that if you want a person's name, ko wai tō ingoa. Or ko wai koe. Ko wai tō ingoa whanau. Ka pai?
Aye.
Now we go on to object. A bit more difficult. Now, object, I've put in an incorrect context and a correct context. And with the object is obviously something that's not alive, something that's just it's a thing, like a table, could be your car, it can be the mattress or whatever. And another thing for subject, aroha mai, animals are included in the subject.
Okay.
Because they are also a living thing. But of course, it's going to be pets, because how would you know what that pigeon on the tree's name is?
Right.
So if they're whanau pets, ko wai. So the object, incorrect context. So the confusion between it is he aha tō ingoa. I've heard so many people say it, and I'm just like, oh, what? But he aha tō ingoa gives insignificance to a person, because he being and aha being something that's already an empty question for a person. So he aha tō ingoa, incorrect. But if we go down to the correct context for an object, he aha te ingoa o tērā object. Can anyone tell me what this is in Pākehā?
What is the name of that object?
Yeah. You're top shop, uncle. So that's exactly it. What is the name of that object? He aha te ingoa o tērā object. Of course, obviously the whakautu. So when it comes to the whakautu for object, it needs to follow the same structure as the pātai, because, well, it's not a person for one, and we could be talking about any object.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
So, ko da-da-da-da te ingoa o tēnei object, because the person has asked about tērā object, he's talking to the person because obviously the object cannot talk back. Ka pai? So he's talking to the person about his object, and that tērā changes into tēnei when the whakautu is made. Ko tirara te ingoa o tēnei object. Ka pai?
Right.
So I've done a diagram to make it easier. Picture. So I've got correct example ngā tauira tika. So ko wai te ingoa o tō pepe for the subject, because we're asking about another person, another being. So it'll still remain the same. Ko wai te ingoa o tō pepe. Who is, what is the name of your baby? And of course the whakautu will be ko tarara tōna ingoa. Like you don't have to go around the bush or beat around the bush and say, oh, ko tarara te ingoa o tōku pepe. There's no need for that because we've shortened our lifespan, right? So ko tarara tōna ingoa.
Right.
Ka pai, and of course the object, hea te ingoa o tō waka, ko kura haupo te ingoa o tōku waka. So you can see the difference with people, it's kind of a short, although we don't like short conversations, some do, but we don't. It's more, it's more structured when it's an object, because you've got to whakautu in the same structure as the pātai.
Right.
And that is the basics of introductory to a person. If you want to know their name, how are we feeling?
Kia ora.
Pātai take.
Yep.
The heaha te ingoa o te waka, how come we don't use he kura haupo instead of ko kura haupo?
He kura haupo. Oh, because kura haupo has a name, the whakautu will be ko.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if ko kura haupo will be the name te ingoa o tōku waka. If it wasn't, it would have been, he Toyota.
Oh, just that thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if it was a certain make, but good pātai. But ko kura haupo, if it's an ingoa, but because the kai pātai, the person asking the question is asking for the name of the waka, you specifically give a name and not the make, unless he asks for the make.
Ka pai.
Kia ora.
Ka pai. And that is kawaii. So did a little bit of a activity, answer the questions, whakautu i ngā pātai. Oh, and one more thing. So you may notice that I actually dropped the H. It's my dialect of Taranaki, so don't worry about it. Ka pai. But if you do have a pātai that's got to do with me dropping or the kupu and I'm dropping the H, just let me know. So, first question. If I were asking a person for their name, what would I say in Māori?
Ko wai tō ingoa.
Ko wai
Yeah.
koe?
Yep. Ka pai. Those are all correct. Oh my god. Why do we say ko wai and not he aha to a subject?
Because the person's living.
Yeah.
Oh, can you say that again? Sorry.
Because the person's living.
Kia ora. Kia ora. And
It's a live subject. It's live.
also,
Show them respect.
tēnā koe. Cheer my cuz. Yeah, that's one that shows more significance to that subject, to that person. Ka pai, hence ko wai and he aha. Question 3. If I was asking a man, he aha te ingoa o tō waka, how must he answer?
Yeah.
Hey, Blueberry.
Blueberry. Hey, Bluebird's doing well.
Yeah, bluebird.
So if I was asking a man, he aha te ingoa o tō waka, how must he answer?
Like the car or the actual waka?
Well, how you don't necessarily have to say the answer. Just explain how must he answer this partai.
Okay. So if he was saying the make of the car, he would say he bluebird, tingwa o
Yep.
taku waka.
Yeah, e tika ana tērā. Well, the question is, if I was asking a man, he aha te ingoa o tō waka, how must he answer? He must answer in the same structure as the partai.
As you've answered. As you've asked.
So he must answer in the same structure as a partai when it's got to do with an object. Ka pai? So number 4, what is the difference between kowai and the heaha?
Kowai is for subject, hiaha is for object.
Yeah, and that is the difference. That is the difference. But when you, okay, so when you simplify the subject and the object, what's the difference between subject and object? The kowai and the heaha.
Animate objects.
Yeah, a person and a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ka pai! That was our first little activity. Oh my god. Ace it, fans. Any questions?
I'll have to watch it again.
That's okay, Auntie. Did you have any questions?
No. Just trying to retain.
Mum.
Oh, you do absolutely amazing. All right. So
Just the maintaining it. Right,
we've got kupuho and kupu orite. Now, this is going to be a part of every tutorial. I want everyone to go away with a kupuho and a kupu orite from every tutorial, because kupuho or kupu orite are so difficult to explain because one word could mean so many things.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've got taia and ahe. Oh, I didn't even think. So we will start with taia. Taia meaning able. So as you can see, using taia will distinguish the availability of that person. The readinga kōrero. What do you think? Sorry, what do you think availability means when it comes to taia?
If they're free.
Yeah, that's exactly correct, and that's the context where you must use taia. So the question, e Timoti, ka taia te haere mai ki tōku whare. Timoti, are you able to come to my house? The answer will be ana, ka taia te haere mai. Yes, I can come. Because he's free and he's able to go. Other examples of taia is disability. So, te taia te haere mai kua whatitaku hope. I'm unable to come because I have broken my hip. So that's another example. So disability and availability are examples of taia. Ka pai? So that's an easy way. So taia, of course, as you can see, there are things that are actually missing, which are the macrons on top of the letters or the. It's because my laptop's like actuals from 2010.
I have one of those computers.
Yeah, so aroha mai mo tēnā whānau. That'll be a bit confusing, but I thought I'd just give you a little bit of an example of these kupu. So that's taia, distinguish the availability of that person. If you want them to come to a kaupapa, ka taia te haere mai ki tēnei kaupapa.
Ka taia.
Oh.
Ka taia.
Oh, ka taia.
And again, with ka taia, with taia, you can only use in a future tense or a going into the future.
Oh, okay.
Going into the future meaning e taia ana te haere mai, e taia ana e au. So, surprisingly, taia can only be used in the future and the going into the future tense. The futures
wow.
being ka
Yep.
taia. So we're going to go into tense hopefully in the next tutorial.
Yeah, it's good to know those significances of kupuhau.
Yeah. Yeah, more so like two words that mean the same thing, but you can hear the difference, you can see the differences or feel the differences.
Alright.
Ka pai. So we'll go on to ahe, which is permission or permitted. So using ahe will distinguish whether the person is permitted to attend. So again, with e Timoti, ka tae te haere mai ki tōku whare. Timothy, are you able to come to my house? Answer. Me pātai atu ki tōku māma I te tuatai mena e āhei ana te haere mai. I will ask my mum first if I can, I'll ask my mum first if I'm allowed to come. Permitted, allowed, permission, all of that. Teachers use it with their tawira. You know, whae ahe ana te haere ki te wharipaku. Yes, you may go to the toilet. Ka pai, so that's the sort of context you would use ahe if you are allowed, permission-wise. Any questions? Ahe.
It's good to know those significances, you know, because that makes all the difference to the meaning of the
The reason why I chose these ones too is that taia is always used. Ka tae te haere mai ki tōku whare. Yeah, I can come to your house. Or ka tae te hoko miraka mai te toa. Yep, I can go get a milk from the shop. So it's a generic generic kupu to use in Te Reo Maori. Can we do this? Can we learn Te Reo Maori? Ana, ka taia te ako. Ka taia, not ahe, because you don't need permission to learn Te Reo Maori. You can learn Te Reo Maori. You are able to learn Te Reo Maori. Are we writing down? No.
Just a little.
I hope, do you have any questions?
No, there was the name and was cool and here.
What was that?
Just that question that Wera asked, your uncle asked earlier about Kauai and here are those significances.
Oh yeah. Kauai is significant to a person. That's to make them feel like they're important. So the question isn't so empty, whereas he aha is.
And it makes sense. It just makes sense, eh?
Oh, cool. Glad it makes sense. No? Cool. So, rima miniti kei te toi whanau. 5 minutes left. Oh no, we're going to skip that. We're going to skip that because it won't take 5 minutes. So, homework. translate to English.
Of course
So
you
I
must.
hope I didn't jam too much into your fella's brain. Well, I hope no. So,
So we-
I hope you did.
pardon me?
I hope you did.
So you have
So we have a recording of this.
Yeah. So I hope I did record it.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Oh, cool.
Tanya is able.
Thank you.
Good night, Toya.
So the homework is the first verse of the karakia. E tātai ki runga i a tātou katoa te wairua o ngā mātua tupuna. So what I want you to do is go away and translate this verse, te whiti tuatai, in your own, like, it doesn't have to be like flash or anything, but in your own words, or however you prefer to translate. It's up to you whether you can use a dictionary. And I've given you a couple of words in this specific whiti that actually have many meanings to it. So tau being one, year, bestow and settle. That's tau. As you can see, tau's up here, and runga, above, on or up. So it's up to you to. I've already given you two possible answers, or two possible translations to these kupu. It's up to you whether whichever one you choose that fits this whiti. You already know the somewhat of a whakamarama or explanation behind the karakia, a karakia of guidance for whoever, whether you're learning Te Reo Maori, whether you're mourning, whether you're going overseas or whatever. This is a karakia of guidance. So, and it says in the first whiti. So that is your homework. You can do it, Auntie Bali. Even if but make sure you just let me know if you're finding it difficult, and I'll be able to help you. But translate to English. E tau nei ki runga i a tātou katoa te wairua o ngā mātua tupuna. I've given you two words below, and yeah, that's it. You can use a dictionary too. Don't make yourself oh, I thought I said a rat. But don't wind yourself up about it. Who was that?
Hey, more up here.
Very good.
Oh, Bay 41.
Oh, yes. And there is 1 minute left, whanau.
Yeah, you are good, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
You are good, all right.
That's it. Oh, hey, where did these all come from? I only seen 4 people on the side. Well, I hope that's a bit of help. A bit.
Very good.
Like I said, iti nei. Like if we're on one, like if you don't want to move on, just let me know, and then we can just stay on one kaupapa for like 2 weeks. I recommend not doing that, but yeah, just to make things easier. I thought this was gonna be the ultimate, like easy. Was it easy?
I had to think, and that was painful.
Oh, what's going on here? But yeah, that's us. 1:45.
Well
Thank you
done.
so much,
Thanks,
Bobby Lee.
Bobby.
Thank you so much.
Man, No, big ups to you. It
Thank
takes a
you.
person to take that leap of faith, you know.
You did, so we're gonna.
Yeah.
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you, Bobby.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Yeah.
E waka e ke noa, don't forget that, eh?
Ai. I waka i ka noa, ai.
Yeah. Wow, what an awesome tutorial. Oh, you know, if you've got
I
questions
know,
after this
first one.
tutorial, just,
First one for the whanau.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good.
Set the bar pretty high.
Yeah.
You
You
set
said-
the bar pretty high, Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Your high standards.
Oh gosh. Well, I hope it wasn't that bad anyway. Are we alright, Raywin? It's alright, but if you need any help, like just message me, and I'll help you.
Thank
You're
you.
going to get bombarded with messages.
Absolutely.
That's alright. I'll be copying and pasting. No.
Cool.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
When did you jump in, Auntie Rose? I could only see 4 people on the side, so I didn't see anyone.
Secret
I think it
ninja.
was 8 minutes past 11.
She
Oh.
messaged.
Yeah, we can hear you, babe. We're just
Oh.
we're just secretly working.
Oh.
we're secretly doing a tutorial while we're working.
Well, if you want to make it easier, I know how some of you wrote it down. I apologise. I could send the pictures through as well, or I'll put it up on the Moses page. How about that?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
You all good, my cuz? Kirama?
Yep.
Yeah. You're scholarly already, mate. You don't even need it.
Andy, I'll hit 6157.
Miriata said to me, Nan, how am I going to learn all this? I don't have any book. So I threw Nanny's Maori dictionary under the door. There you go.
She woke me up.
Good boy.
All right. It's me.
One step at a time.
Bobby.
Okay.
Thank you,
Awesome.
everyone. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Ted. Thank you so for popping in.
Yeah, she just did a Maori tutorial.
Hey, Weta, I just want to ask you a part-time.
Hey, cuz.
Hi, how are you?
Thank me.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, awesome it was. You should have come up here.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
You look like Sean.
I'll post it up on the page.
So, Kitty.
Oh, Kiriyama.
Look like Sean.
That's Mary Jane's son.
How are you, Ty?
Good, cuz. Good. Yeah, just waiting for us to get out of